powerful mentality is the most important thing if you want to be a professional football player.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all because I know what I do. I train hard, sacrifice a lot.
Because you can be very skillful, you can have excellent technique, but if you don't have the powerful mentality, I'm sorry, but you're gonna stay where you are. You're probably about to skip this video because you think that you have powerful mentality. Because having a powerful mentality doesn't mean that you have strong ego or you're super confident about yourself. But powerful mentality also means that you're open to learn new things. Because if you have powerful mentality, that means that you have just the right amount of ego, you're humble and you're not ignorant. Powerful mentality doesn't mean that you can just go on the pitch and perform really well. No, powerful mentality means that on a day weather is shitty, and on a day that where you're so tired and you're so busy from work or from school, you have that last urge to push yourself to go out on the pitch and train by yourself. If you made through this far already watching this video, you're on the right path. Because if you do eventually want to be a pro footballer, you will need to put that extra work to find that last urge in yourself to go out on the pitch and put that extra work and push yourself to the next level. But how can you improve your mentality? If you have a good mentality, how can you make it more powerful? First, you need to feel better about yourself. Whether it's how you look, how strong you are, and people tend to have weaker mentality when it's winter times. You're just generally in a mode where it's kind of depressing because it's dark outside and you're eating too much and you don't think you're doing a lot. So this kind of brings you down mentally a little bit. So first we'll start with how you look. Go get a fresh haircut and just make yourself feel good about yourself, because this will motivate you to get to the next step. And if you heard this before, there's a saying about this. You look good, you feel good, you feel good, you play good. The next one is you being physically stronger. The physically stronger you are, the lesser pain you're gonna be in. So the next day after, if you had a practice, now you can push yourself to go on the pitch and train by yourself to put in that extra work. Because the lesser pain you are in, the more comfortable you're gonna feel to go out on the pitch and push yourself to the next level. Because the fitter you get, you'll find more motivation in yourself to actually be better in life in general. Not just playing football, but everything else. You're studying, you're going to grocery store and cooking yourself healthier meals. Which brings us to our next point, where eating good and sleeping good. So you have to motivate yourself to eat healthy and to go to bed at a reasonable time, so when you wake up in the morning, you're not super tired or you just don't feel too heavy from eating terrible food. You look good, you're physically strong. Now we have to learn from our mistakes. Because when you hear the word mistake, we automatically think it's something negative. But mentally powerful people actually use mistakes to their advantage. Because the more mistakes that you make, the more you understand what you need to do to make that mistake go away. So now you're actually learning from that mistake to make yourself a better player. But if you think of a mistake that's something shitty you do and you just can't fix it, now you're bringing yourself down. But it's completely the opposite. Mistakes are good. You need mistakes. Otherwise, you're just not gonna be able to improve yourself. And if you think like that, when you're going on the pitch practicing or playing a football game, now you can actually think positive, and the something that you did wrong could be 100% beneficial for your next game. I just want to ask you a simple question. How do you think I come up with the ideas to create my content? I play the game or I watch other players play the game, and then I see those mistakes that I make or the other players make, and I come up with these ideas so you don't make the same mistakes. It's the same idea, finding that positives in mistakes to make it better for the next game. When you are playing the game, if you think this way, you will not be scared to make mistakes, because it's gonna be opportunity for you to learn from those mistakes. And if you watch the greatest players like Messi, Ronaldo, you don't think those players make mistakes? Yes, they all make mistakes. But if you go on YouTube and if you search greatest moments of Lionel Messi, it's not gonna show you the mistakes he makes. But he makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. But those players are mentally so powerful where they learn from those mistakes to be better for the next game. First thing we all do when the coach doesn't give us the chance that we think we deserve is to blame the coach, right? Sometimes maybe you're right with your feelings. Sometimes maybe coach has something personal towards you. But for the most part, you're simply just not good enough. And instead of blaming the coach for it, you need to try to find the mistakes that you do to improve your game and maybe to make your coach like you. And of course, the first mistake is you actually not communicating with your coach to understand why you're not playing and why you're not getting the chance that you think you deserve. This is a tough one because talking and communicating with your coaches could actually be intimidating. Because coaches, most of the time, they yell at you on the pitch and they try to make things better by just screaming your name. And yes, I understand that this could be a problem for you to approach to your coach and try to figure things out. But trust me, I'm telling you this as a coach, that coaches actually love when the players come and engage with them and try to understand what can they do to improve their game. So first of all, do not be scared to approach to your coach to understand what you're doing wrong. Don't be a suck up though. Be confident, be humble, respectful, but also you're willing to learn. Because one of the things that most coaches hate is you being ignorant. When you don't think that you are giving the chance that you think that you deserve, go and communicate with your coaches. You will make mistakes, which is why you probably won't be the perfect player. But if you follow these tips, you're gonna be closer to a perfect player. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a like, subscribe to my channel with the notifications on. You can also find my playlist right over here. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.